fire with shell? See the blood on the wood?
It's called a ketchum grenade.
No, where's the blood? Yeah, I'll see it now. What's the story of it?
Lieutenant, Mr. Sullivan here wants to know about this parrot shell that came through while you're in
there. What do with that? See, them little fins make it run real.
Just the concussion impact of that thing against that just cracked that board. But it just did him up. We had to bury him.
Make it into a shell.
Now that the Federals done tried our work a couple, 3 or 4 days ago and found they couldn't take it by storm, looks like they're bringing up some heavy siege guns so that what they can try to batter them down. This year 32-pounder shell hit the works right over there and killed Sergeant Johnson in Montgomery County. He'd be leaning up against it. You can still see the blood on the parapet where it shattered and the impact just smashed his head like a pumpkin. Fortunately, it didn't explode. Now, what we're going to be doing, though, is we're going to refuse these things that come in and don't blow up. And if they do try to make an assault and they get down underneath the parapet where we can't get them with their musketry, because some of them now, over there the other day, it's where the 2nd Texas was over at Railroad Redoubt,
Those Illinois boys.
They had a bunch of shells, and them Yankees was huddled down there in the ditch, and they was rolling them shells down, just blowing Yankees just out of the ditch with them. And we're going to try to stockpile and do the same thing because they kind of handy to have around here. We hadn't had any casualties this morning. Our men kind of learning to keep their heads down pretty good. But them sharpshooters will get our men pretty deadly and their men pretty deadly, and we got to keep our...
Okay.
Mark, you're the guy who's still catch.
Stand! Fire by company! Ready! Right oblique! Hey! Fire! Ceasefire! Load, Will, load! Okay, let's get one more down. We're gonna fire another one. We got all that.
People are down there.
Hold it! Don't fire!
Ceasefire, recover arms, down. Okay, let's try it again, gentlemen. To that tree off over there on the left, let's get him. Stand. Ready. Left oblique. Hey. Fire. Ceasefire. Load, Will, load. Okay, gentlemen, fire by company, straight out. Fire by company. Stand. Ready. Hey. Fire. Ceasefire. Load, Will.
Who goes there?
Me.
Who's me? Hey, I ain't the fire. All right, Rep, where are you at?
Back off here where I can see you can't see me.
Well, now that's all according to opinion, yeah, Reb. Copy.
Don't shoot, Yank. I'm coming out.
All right, hold your fire. Hold your fire. Let's hold that musket up. Anybody with him?
Don't see anybody.
Ain't nobody with me, Yank.
All right, Reb. Come on up a little bit closer. You cover him. Well, that's mighty polite of you, Reb.
I do the same for any white man.
What you got? Now, Reb, you don't want to know that.
What state?
Well, would it help to say Indiana?
It would.
Oh, shit, John. All right, here I got some prime coffee.
Just go on down here and let's parlay a little bit there, Yank.
Go ahead.
Real sorry about your friend over there, Yank.
Yeah, we lost him the other day. We can't get out there to get him.
He's been smelling for 3 days now. We heard him crying when he was first hit the first night after your general assault. We tried to get to him with water, but your snipers wouldn't let us get near him. I'm afraid he didn't go too well.
Yeah, well, that's old Sam Wooten from Bluffton.
Sam Wooten, huh?
That's where we're from, Bluffton, Indiana. Where are you from?
Alabama, Black Belt.
What you doing up here in Mississippi?
What are you doing in Mississippi, I might ask? I used to come here to trade cotton all the time, but I don't see too many Indiana folks down here trading cotton, but I do see a lot of them investing in the city.
Well, we got enough troops for it.
Well, I reckon we'll see Johnson by and by.
I'm not thinking you will. Now, I believe the purpose of coming out here was to do a little bit of trading.
Well, Yank, what you got that we might want?
Reb, we got plenty of victuals. They get issued to us every other day.
I could use
it. The only
it.
thing we're short on is tobacco. Now, if you've got that, I got your heart's desire right in here.
Well, thanks to your people, it's a little lean over there, as you might well imagine.
It's going to get leaner.
You wouldn't happen to have any friends in the quartermaster department, would you, Yank?
All over.
I could sure use a nice pair of breeches. That color you're wearing would suit me fine if you can find me a pair.
Well, now, I've got breeches back in my knapsack, but that's way off in the rear, and my captain kindly you wearing my breeches. But now, I'll tell you what I do have here. I do have some fine coffee. Now, I'm just going to have to fumble around here and find it. I got so much in my haversack, don't you know?
Well, Yank.
But there we go. Now, you try that on for coffee. That comes down from the quartermaster every other day.
All right, Yank. In the pot. We took a collection here. We got 2 different kinds here. Yank, you like to chaw it or you like to smoke it?
I'll tell you what, Reb, I can show you real quick. You've got the pipe.
This is what you need here. This comes straight from Virginia.
Oh, I haven't smelled that going on 3 weeks.
Well, we haven't traded yet, Yank. I'd appreciate you wouldn't put it in the pipe until we make a swap.
When I read, that coffee's yours. It's yours just for the asking. Now, if this is mine.
I think we got a swap.
And I tell you what, you tell any of your lads over there that if they need any more coffee, there's some boys over here that got plenty.
Well, that's might kind of you, Yank.
And just make sure our captain ain't around. He makes the grand rounds here close to every hour or 2 hours.
One thing I wanted to... Last night, some of the boys were able to get close.
Ooh, what you got?
We made this.
Genuine red-eye? Reb, what you take for this?
Pair of pants.
Reb, I ain't got none but they're back in my knapsack, and I'd have to run back
I'll
there.
be on picket in 8 hours again. Can you be back here on picket?
In 8 hours for this, I'll be here.
You got a deal.
Well, here, hold that, Reb. I trust you.
All righty. I'll be back with it. I want them britches and make them big. I need a lot of room.
Well, I take it this is mine now, huh?
That's yourn, Yank.
I've just got to light up. I've been too long without.
Oh, friend out there. We went through his pockets. We can't bury him yet unless your people call a truce, but...
Is that Wooten's gear?
These are some of his personal effects. I wanted you to get him back to his family.
Yeah, I knew him personal. I never did like him much.
Well...
But I'll see his kinfolks, know where he was cut down, and this is what he had on him. I'll see he gets home to him.
Daniel Kraft is my name, Yank.
Well, Daniel L. Butterfield is mine.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, you take care of
You tell your people to hold their fire until I can get back now.
All right, you boys, hold your fire now.
Yank, it's been good talking to you.
All right, Reb, and I ain't gonna forget this.
Keep your sights low if we come over the trenches.
All right, you hunt your hole now.
Yes, sir.
I'm Captain Samuel Keller, commander of Company H, 47th Indiana Volunteer Infantry.
What is the situation report today?
Well, today, the 25th of May, we're getting ready to shift our tactics. Up until now, of course, having invested the city of Vicksburg, General Grant attempted on May 19th and May 22nd to attack the city and hopefully win a quick conclusion to this campaign. Regrettably, these attacks have failed with considerable loss to our forces. And in fact, that pungent odor that you can smell is the corpses of the federal soldiers rotting out in the field. I have heard rumors from brigade headquarters that there's talk of a truce so that the dead can be buried, but this is unconfirmed at this time. These attacks having failed, we're now going to change into conventional siege warfare. Our engineering officers will lay out formal trenches paralleling the Confederate works. These will be, of course, dug by the private soldiers, and we'll dig up what are called approaches, which are zigzag trenches up towards the Confederate works. When we get close, we can use explosives, close-range artillery, and rifle fire in an attempt to subdue and batter down the Confederate works. And this is a much longer process, and in fact, our chief ally in this situation is not so much the artillery shell and the rifle, but starvation for the enemy. My pickets on the forward picket line, about 200 yards in front of us, quite often they have informal conversation with the Confederate pickets. What we can determine from what they're saying is they're already desperate to try and trade us for food. So shortages have already developed amongst the Confederate infantry and the civilian population.
Corporal Boyd, it's time to relieve your picket.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Corporal.
Abide with me.
We'll get the picket relieved, you know.
We'd like to know.